We almost died.
So my hydraulic unit came in today. So I'm gonna see if I can set you up here and we'll unbox it. Good, go away. Another gun. Nope. I think that's it. Found this place online and I called them. I was impressed because right away someone answered the phone. So Primary Mover is the name of the place, and I think they're out of Louisiana. Called them, they answered my questions, shipped it out right away, and man, it came with this awesome manual. How often do you get this good of a manual with anything you buy? Has everything that you want to know about this power unit. I like that the tank has a bracket on it here. It has a bracket on the tank itself, and the mounting holes on the bottom of the pump motor, so you can mount it good and solid. Pretty heavy looking motor. This is all the valve block, solenoids. It's just a good stout looking unit. So that's what this company specializes in, is power units for like dump trailers, dump trucks, you name it. So anyway, I hope it works as good as I think, because I was really impressed with the service and quality so far. So we'll get it mounted up, plumbed up, and go from there. So here's a little comparison for you of the two. The motor sizes, as far as diameter, I mean, they look pretty similar. And the tank's bigger. I got a bigger tank because since I'm going to be using one power unit to run both functions, I wanted to make sure I had plenty of oil. But the big difference is really in this valve block and just the quality of that. And like the electronics look a little nicer on this one. So we'll get it put together here and see how it works. It looks like the bolt pattern's the same. Should be pretty easy to get her plumbed up. Well, we're getting her bolted on here. The two bolt holes in the pump bracket lined up fine, and then I'll build a bracket for the end of the tank at some point. But just working on getting hydraulic hoses, fittings hooked up here. So definitely was a lot easier to work on before I had all this other stuff on here. Like my fittings from the other pump are going to work fine. It'll just be better if my hoses reach. The thing I like about these instructions is it shows you exactly what all the ports do for which buttons, so should make it pretty simple to get hooked back up here. If I can remember which hose is which. I'm gonna get these hoses sorted out and hooked up, and then we'll bring you back. All right, so got my hoses hooked back up, dumping some oil in it now. I just drained it out of my other reservoir, and then we'll see if it works. Whoa, and then I'll make a mess. Dang it. Funnel, stay. It does not want to stay put. It wants to go crazy. Oh man, dirt's gonna stick to that really bad. Dirt and dust. All right, well, I might have to switch my hoses around here, but we'll try it here. Nope. I got them in the right spot. Alright, I got those unhooked. We can try her out here. And oh man, it sounds so much better than the other one. that one's tight, but you might have to make some adjustments on that one. One hose that wraps around there. Probably should have went over the top with it. It's probably kind of dark to see, but awesome. Doesn't even do anything funky when you let off of it like the other one did. So I'll get my hoses for the telescoping part plumbed up now, and we'll give that a try. Alright, so that took me a little bit, but got hoses all figured out. I rerouted some. I moved hoses for the up and down up on the top here, went into this valve. Telescoping part I ran around underneath, hooked into the bottom valve. Kind of hard to see up under here. Got it all mounted up. Everything works in and out, up, down with the proper buttons and all that. So doesn't do anything funky like those cheap motors did. I think this is gonna work great. I'm gonna move my batteries where this motor was mounted on the right side. I can mount my batteries here now, be able to get to them easier. And then down under there where my batteries are, I'll probably eventually mount an air compressor. So that's the plan. Just keep trucking. Currently working on remounting batteries. We're gonna move them from down there to up here. And I got some pieces of angle iron cut. We'll get welded on there, and another bracket to hold it on this end. And we'll get them moved up here. I got a couple AGM batteries so they won't spill and leak all over. So that's what we're working on. We got the Crash Brothers out here. They have pretty well have a racetrack made around my pasture now. Got some pieces welded in here for the batteries. I got a little bit more bracing to do, and then we'll get some batteries moved in there. Well, I got some braces welded in under my angle iron pieces, and batteries fit in there just perfect. These are Interstate AGM Group 24 Marine batteries, so they're deep cycle AGM, so they won't spill, and they have a really good reserve capacity, so those are going to work great. Now I just got to do all my cables again and probably move my bus bars somewhere up here, but that's going to be so much easier to get to batteries, and then I can put, you know, a shut off switch on them or whatever. And at some point I probably mount an air compressor down there where the batteries were mounted. I just got to make some hold downs. We are in the process of making the world's shortest battery cable. I'll show you why in a second. So should we put a piece of heat shrink on here? I don't know, I might need a bigger piece of heat shrink. I don't know if that one's gonna fit.
Almost.
I don't know, it won't go over the other piece. Let me go over and see if I got a bigger. These need bigger? And they're the same size. Same size, aren't they? Well, I've got this one.
Whoa.
It might be a little too big, but
It shrinks.
we'll find out here. I don't know if this one will shrink up that much, but we're gonna find out. Get some pliers so I can hold it, so don't burn my digits. All right, you gonna shrink it?
Here.
Here. It might just work. Putting a shut-off switch right off of our battery, so immediately I want the switch as close to the post as possible. So put that under there, put it on the post, shut-off switch. That way everything can be powered down when we're not using it. Less chance of something shorting out, catching on fire, all the things that you don't want it to do. World's shortest battery cable. This might be it right here. Anyway, just to go from the battery, shut off switch, and shut off switch goes down to bus bar for the positive cables. The negative cables, we got most of that stuff grounded through the frame, winches grounded back here, got the power unit grounded on the other side, rear winch tied in, so everything other than the front winch is currently hooked up. And we got a shut off switch here so we can kill the power to that bus bar when we're not using it. Just less chance of stuff shorting out and going haywire. So we'll see. I may change it after I look at it, think about it for a while, but we're gonna have it at least functioning. Let's try out this new power unit here. See what we got. I got a test subject here. I mean, we're probably gonna have to put some weight on it so we can really tell, but can he hang on? I don't know. Now what are you gonna do? He's wearing out, folks. All right, you can jump. You're like a foot off the ground.
Yeah.
With this power unit, it doesn't do anything funky. It doesn't go backwards when you let off the button, so I think it's gonna work just fine. When you buy good parts, things work much better. So it's about 9 o'clock now, so maybe tomorrow night we'll get it out, put an actual load on the end of the boom, make sure the telescoping cylinder valve, all that holds, and we're one more step closer to being functional, right, Alexander?
Yeah.
What are we gonna recover first? What do you think it'll be?
The Jeep.
The Jeep?
Yeah.
Why are we gonna recover the Jeep?
You'll see in a video eventually.
Oh no. I'm not sure what he means by that, but we'll find out. Good night. Got some of these Amazon special LEDs to go in here because you can't see anything with those old ones. But we've got to cut some of the back of this light bucket out, so this will fit back in there all the way. So we're going to attempt to do that. That doesn't help that my blades at all.
Jeez, that was ridiculously loud.
Stuck in there. One fell in there. Got wedged.
Ow.
Alright, let's see the light.
It fits.
Yeah, but I still don't think it's sitting down in there all the way. See where we're hitting.
Oh.
We're hitting on the wire.
Let me see.
Well, mostly on the wire, I think. Here, I cut a notch in the bottom for that.
Okay.
We might have it. Don't drop it, they're pretty small.
Yeah, I know, it's hard.
Pretty small screws. Oops. Got it?
There we go. I need to take these things off.
I wish I knew how old these bulbs were. Probably been there a couple minutes. Alright, well, now I gotta notch this one out like we did the other side.
Yeah.
Where my glasses go?
On your head.
You got them. Alright. Messing with my glasses. Alright, we'll bring you back after we use this loud noise you saw and get this side in. Hold it up there.
Oh dang. Oh dang.
Stuff out of the way here.
There we go. You have to wiggle it into place.
Okay, go turn on the park lights. Pull it out in the first notch. So we hooked up, these are kind of like supposed to be daytime running lights. So we hook those up so they'll come on with the park lights, which should also be on with the headlights. Alexander, go turn the headlights on now. So there's dims. Alright, hit the button for brights. And there's bright. So yeah, that's kind of bright. Alright, well we just need to hook one wire up over here. You can turn them off.
Kind of bright. Those are sun bright.
Well, they're definitely brighter than the factory ones.
Oh, well, a lot
The
brighter.
ring's kind of broke.
So it's fine.
That's fine.
It'll work for now.
It probably will hold it, but it is broke.
That's fine. We don't need it.
Is it cracked?
You don't want Alexander working on your car because he'll be like, it's fine. It's not fixed, but it's fine. No, Pepino, it's fine. Wait. I'm gonna make a little pigtail. Just take that horn off there and get it out of the way. Oh, because it doesn't work anyway. But the bolt for the bracket is behind there. I'll be able to take the park light out and get it. Okay. We'll make a pigtail and we'll be back. Is it on there good?
Yeah.
All right, Guido, you ready?
No.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the threads must be stripped.
No. No.
Here, let me start them.
Okay. Can you hold that? It's about to fall off.
Hold on a second here. Let go.
Uh-oh.
We
There's
got
a screw
clips.
stuck.
We got clips missing.
There's a screw that fell.
Okay, well we got clips that fell.
That's
that
a
we gotta fix.
chunk
There's
of
one
weld.
on the floor right there.
Oh, I got it. Oh,
I didn't
here's a clip.
know.
Where does
Hold
this go?
on. Let me get some pliers so I can smash them back on there.
That's what a hammer's for, is to smash.
You put it on backwards.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Okay. You gotta look for that stuff to make sure it's all in place before you start trying to put screws in.
Yeah, no wonder the screw just went straight through. There was no clip threads on it.
I mean, it's hard to...
Probably should have got chrome ones instead of black, huh?
Yeah.
I actually think the black looks pretty good.
Well, they were cheap, so I guess
Yeah.
we could always change them out later. But at least for now, we'll have some light.
Yeah. We need to test it.
And then we could put
Actually,
light bar
See
there
what we're doing at night.
and a small light bar there.
We are drilling some holes. This piece of flat metal for a battery holdout. Got a couple of these we got to make. So, you ready? We go to a bigger bit. Alright, I went through that pretty smooth. Let's go over here and see if it fits over that all thread. All right, gotta drill bigger. Be back. We got one battery mounted anyway. Pretty simple. I welded some all thread on there, welded some all thread on there, put a strap across to tighten it down. Small thread welded on here and a strap, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do back here because I don't have room really for a piece of all thread in there, so I'll figure something out. I think I might be able just to weld a little piece of metal on there to stick that under and then just tighten this side down and it'll be fine. So we're gonna go see how bright these LED headlights are. So we'll show you that in just a minute. It's gonna be hard to see how bright they actually are. I'm sure they can't see me in there.
Yeah.
See, they busted down way up in there. That's on dim.
Right.
See here.
Whoa.
Oh, bright. It's actually made it brighter right down in front of the truck. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. They're good though.
It's almost like it's backwards.
Huh.
Well, they're much brighter than the other one.
Yeah, much.
I'm not gonna say it's the best thing since sliced bread, but we'll experiment with more with lights later, but that's gonna be it for tonight. So in the dark, see you tomorrow. Well, this is outside view. It's gonna be hard to tell much. So that's dim right there. All right, turn them on bright. That's bright. Lights them all up, man. Well, let's go back here to the back. We got tail lights,
Yeah, but tag light.
tag light. All right, more lights to come in the future, but that'll have to do for now. It is the next night after the last night when I told you we'd see you the next night. So, you figure it out. Got the other battery hold down made. Don't know whether it's genius or stupid, but nevertheless, since I didn't have room to weld a stud over there like this, or a piece of all thread, I welded just a flat tab. I don't know if you could see it, but ground a notch in it. So put my hold down on there, swing it over underneath of this, and then when you tighten it down, it lifts up on this side and it can't slide out because it hits the notches there that I ground into that piece. So once you tighten it down, it can't move. Loosen it up, slide it out, take it off, and this battery you just slide back after you take this battery out, lift it out, and stop. So anyway, get some nuts on there, batteries will be bolted in. Alright, do a little test lifting. Grab the
Let me pull it out. You're going the wrong way.
Gotta pull on that one.
Need the brake on.
That's a heavy
Look at that.
track.
That wasn't
Say the
very
power
hard.
unit works.
It's definitely a lot better than the other
this.
janky. Oh my gosh.
The winches are stuck. Oh. One of them is not.
I think we disturbed a wasp. He's flying around.
Oh shoot.
Let's see here. Let's go out.
Oh.
Just hold still.
Oh, he's over there. He'll still sting me even if I don't move.
I see the wasp.
That's not really squatting the truck too much.
Let's see these leaf springs.
That's not terribly heavy, but that far back, it's quite a bit of leverage on the truck. Power unit's working though. It's holding, valves are holding just like it should, so I'd say that's a success. Small successes. See if there's anything.
Those wasps are angry.
There's one
Yeah,
lost.
bad.
No, there's another one over there. He just flew over there.
Extend and end, but it doesn't match up, right?
No.
Yeah, Dad, you can go over there, unhook it, and get stung by wasps. I think he just landed on the truck.
Like that one.
Look at them flying around.
Just getting ready to install receiver hitch. So I got it marked out, center of the bumper. Got a piece I'm gonna weld in. So I'm gonna attempt to cut this out with the cutoff wheel, and then I don't have a plasma cutter, so I'll probably use my torch, use that as a guide, and cut the back side out back here. So we'll see how that goes. Got it cut off wheel. Finish cutting the corners out with the Sawzall, and then hopefully I can use that as a guide to torch the back part. Except for that's not going to work because my blade's too long, but we'll try it anyway. Now, it fits. All right, so now I can cut out the back side, weld her in. We got a hitch. We're drilling a new hole in this receiver because the hole that was in there is going to be right in the middle of the bumper. So we'll drill a new hole, and then the pin will actually be on the back side, and that way this doesn't stick out like a mile out of the bumper. So we're working on drilling it in a couple different steps. Normally, you would clamp this piece down, but this drill press is so wimpy. If it gets stuck like that, you can hold it with your hand. on a drill. All right. Well, we'll fix this. We'll just drill it from the side. All right, we'll make sure the pin fits. Get it welded in. All I gotta do is weld it on good enough it doesn't rip out of there. I hate overhead welding. Could be worse. Not too bad. All right, now I gotta go in there and try to weld the backside, and then another item to check off the list. We got her welded in outside, welded on the inside. So my pins goes through on the inside. Got a pintle hitch, which works great to hook recovery ropes to pull from. So we'll check another item off the list and keep it trucking. So we're welding some pieces in here in the headache rack, some vertical pieces that run up and down. And this will be, we got some expanded metal we'll mount across there. That way if something ever breaks or flies forward, it'll protect, you know, protect the glass, protect whoever's in the cab. And this will also give us some additional strength. You can't ever have too much strength. So got those tacked in. Gonna work on getting them welded up. After I finish tacking them in. I mentioned that I hate overhead welding. Pretty hot. Looks like I got a big gap there. We made some progress. We didn't film too much of it because we were both busy holding and working and cutting. But we got expanded metal welded in, got our 2 braces welded in there, tack that in numerous spots around there. So now we got some protection for the back window. Another thing, check off the list. What do you think?
It looks good, but we need like one of those for cutting because we almost died.
We didn't almost die.
The
Cutoff wheel exploded. He's never seen a cutoff wheel explode before, so now he knows why you call it the death wheel. Well, there's half of it. We don't know where the other half went, but
I still think it's under there.
Telling him that's why you keep your face out of the line of the wheel when you're cutting in case something like that happens. So mine was, I was off to the side because I've seen it happen before and nobody got hurt. And it was pretty cool. I wish we would have had it on film. So that's all for tonight. It's late. We're going home. Later.